I'm not super sure, but I've kind of figured I might as well try to talk to people if I can find them. Although I'm not sure where they'll be. It might be worth it just to move forward once we have the clue. There's a large cast of characters you could potentially talk to. Like, they just keep going.
Devil's Thorn. I'll keep it.
There's the alchemical symbol of the earth on the lid.
How long... were these always here? Got more water. Royal jelly. Mysterious notes. So it refunded what I used to get in while also giving me a jelly. Then mysterious notes. What? Was it one of these? What is mysterious notes? None of these are called mysterious notes. Nice trick though, being able to open that for free. Ooh, locksmith's art. Ooh, +1 in subterfuge. That's my specialty. Just go further and further. It keeps rewarding me.
A fragment of amber.
I must have never been to this room before. Maybe I've been adjacent to it. So I've been near here. I'm a little surprised I can even carry 5 Devil's Thorn. I didn't realize I don't remember our inventory getting that big.
Great. Honey.
Yes. This is exactly what I needed to have happen. I need sources of energy before I get in trouble. Does this open? No. Right. That's probably the room we're going to be called into. It's the one between the service stairs and the small salon. We've been to the portrait gallery and I solved a puzzle there. And I think I might have been... I think they might have made me leave before ever going here. I heard a sound, but I think it was just the door. So now I'm allowed to use these stairs. Now we're back in the area where pretty much everything's explored in advance. Adams's room. Can I find any information? She's disappeared, so the room's unoccupied. I'm wondering if there's any other purpose to going inside. Not now, at least. No, not allowed to. Yeah, they're not fond of letting me into anywhere now. They want me to go to Mortimer's study.
Monseigneur, His Eminence Cardinal Piaggi.
Actually, it's somewhat perturbing to not even be allowed into my own room. I keep getting set off a little bit by all the little books I see here and there that I can't pick up. Hello. Another collector coin. I wonder if they added new ones for this episode. They're showing up in old locations. And Bonaparte has the double room. The tower room's there. The stairs go up to Mortimer's office? Yeah. There's an area above... No, that's not above Mortimer's offices. That's the pier. Oh yeah, Mortimer's office is the top layer on this thing. The pier is at the very bottom. And there's something between the pier and here. The garden. Can we sneak around and... Nope. Can't sneak around to Napoleon's room while he's gone. Even though that's something we'd love to do.
What do you want, Louis?
What do you think of our last guest?
Well, I never thought I would get the chance to meet that Hispanic Casanova in the flesh. His reputation is well known. The gentleman collects lovers, including, would you believe it, the Queen of Spain.
I doubt that Lord Mortimer invited him for his charm, if you want my opinion. Emily, what can you tell me about the coming conference?
Sir Gregory and Lord Mortimer organize this kind of high society meeting every so often in order to consider the world situation.
But to what purpose?
Well, by bringing together the most influential people from the dominant nations of the modern world, they allow the mighty to discuss matters with calm clarity. There are precedents of armistices being signed at the end of these talks, you know. Talking while holding a glass of brandy makes things easier. You'll see. You're leaving me?
Unfortunately, I have things to do. Thank you again, madam.
I'm wondering if I can go back in the room that we were solving before and find, once again, what might have been important that I apparently missed. Oh. That's a pretty hard no. Alright. Place likes to lock down. Will he be here?
What did my mother mean by going beyond the nightmare?
I'm gonna poke around is what I know. Key with an occult water symbol.
Dante's Purgatory. Why does your mind presume to flight when you're still like the imperfect grub, the worm before it's attained its final form? Charming.
So we found the water key, so that must give you access to the water chest, but they said left key and right key. So it sounds like there might be 2 keys per chest, because when we looked at the, I think it was the earth box, I have left key and right key, and that just seems like it'd be like a huge pain in the ass to open, more or less. You can find the 2 keys, or you could just have my skill and drink some Carmelite water.
The Book of the Mortimer family.
That's it?
The Book of the Mortimer family.
Alright. Not gonna glean anything from that, it looks like. I think I remember there being a hitching problem in episode 1 that seems to be gone now. Ah, can't go picking up Devil's Thorn. That's the bird. I was like, who the hell is in here? Am I gonna get recognized? Am I gonna get in trouble here? Dude owns a lot of books. I'm gonna check both sides of the room before I approach, because it might trigger story. Coins are everywhere. I think collecting coins might have unlocked a talent eventually or something like that.
Which 4-letter word could open this chest?
What a weird riddle. Saying which letter to change? Maybe it's just a traditional 4-digit thing and you can type anything in and those are just random letters that start with. But the way that it starts with some letters and just asks you which one to change is a little odd. 4-letter word. Sanctiv Longniv Smarter. He's got a sufficiently long name. Hello, Darth Maul Hole. Anyone have any Sith to kick into a hole around here?
Which 4-letter word could open this chest?
Okay, that gives me more options. Alright, notepad time. It is notepad time. Alright. So, A, C, Z, E. Second letter. R, B, E, A. S, U, E, I. N, E, L, S. Admittedly, we do have a lot of options to work with here, but what can I... shit. Probably going to be a jump cut here as I just stare at this for a bit, and I'll get back to you guys when I think I have an answer. Okay, I admittedly didn't try as hard as I thought I would. But I got Aries and Zeus. Let's try Aries and... oh wait, that's already an A. A-R... third letter. Aries. Huh.
Which four-letter word could open this chest?
Yes. Which four-letter word could open this chest? It must open immediately if you do it right, because there's no confirm button. Alright. Zeus. It really was Zeus. Alright. That was easy. I thought I might try harder to find more of them, but no, we're already done. Handwritten notes by Lord Mortimer have been added to the inventory. That must be these, yeah. I must be getting pieces of this when I get a mysterious note I don't see anywhere else. It's not around here. It popped up twice. Did I get two separate notes? Or was one of them a De Richet note? Huh. Oh well, I found stuff. I got amber fragments. That's potentially the most important thing. I just really wish I could take a nap. Poor De Richet is just passing out over here. Let's see, do I trigger a cutscene by walking over here, or do I get to look around?
The Coup de Lance by Paul Rubens.
The Coup de Lance. Oh, that's when the guy stabs... that's the one the guy stabs Jesus. Yes, hello. Ooh. More honey. I've actually got it... I've got a decent amount now. We're good. I can get... it's just a portrait of a naked giant. Probably supposed to be a god.
It's a book on the history of the Crusades. I don't think it has any connection with my research.
I was pretty concerned about my energy, but now that I have 10 of these things, that means I can restore 10... I mean, now that I have 5 of these things, I can restore 10 effort overall. Like, that adds up nicely. I'm not in the worst place. I've got a Carmelite water. Okay. I'll be able to get through this day, or whatever. But I swear I'm not imagining the whole restoring your energy in some way besides items, right? Otherwise your maximum energy would be not an important stat. Because it wouldn't affect anything. Oh yeah, that is Nightmare. It's really hard to see the horse when you have the acrylic or whatever being like super reflective in light. But that's a really creepy picture. If you haven't seen it before, you should look it up elsewhere, because it looks better when you can actually see what's on it better than that. So that's the Nightmare. I'm gonna not click on that as long as possible and take a look around.
Let's take a closer look.
Examine the chocolates. Or the desserts. The dessert the most in vogue nowadays. Oh, is chocolate new? Take a chocolate. Who's... hello. I wonder who you can mimic.
A family ancestor, apparently.
Ooh, Leviathan. Which one are you? +1 in politics. Thomas Hobbes.
A painting about a siege dated.
That's all about the Crusades, or it should be. Oh, I wonder if you can feed one of these. I bet you can feed one of these to the parrot. Not parrot, bird, whatever the bird type is. Either the berry or the chocolate, and the choice might have an effect. You might be able to poison the parrot if you feed it something that's poisonous to it.
No, what have we got here? Well, it looks like a model of a lock. It's as if Mortimer is fond of complicating things sometimes. Well, I hope I never have to try and unlock it.
Unfortunately, I don't know shit about birds. Okay. Just a bunch of orders, including marble. Marble and stone for construction, a bunch of fabrics, foods. They want to do less wood in the future. Dear Mr. Guido Poletti, I'm writing with regard to the dates of the paintings I sent you for your temporary exhibition. Please note that they are part of my private collection and are dated according to the Freemasons calendar AL in use at the time. As you may well have guessed, you must remember to subtract 4,000 years if you don't want the public to be surprised at the dating of the works. No need to remind you that the Freemason year AL begins in March, not January. About the Longinus painting, I took the liberty to have the spear touched up so it better corresponds to the actual spear. I cannot urge you strongly enough to do the same for yours. Yours sincerely, Lord William Alexander Mortimer, Marquis of Westfordshire. So to get the date based on the AL, you have to know the year starts in March, and you subtract 4,000 years from the date. Is that related to a puzzle solution? Did these have dates mentioned?
It looks like a war painting. It's dated.
What's it dated, though? Why? What? It's weird how he says that it's dated, but he doesn't say the date. That's a weird detail to me.
The Coup de Lance by Paul Rubens.
And that's supposed to have a different... Okay, let's try talking to the bird. I'm afraid to look at this painting because that's my objective. And I think it might proceed forward. It's hard to tell in some of these story games.
A mina bird.
Okay. Now that we have subtitles. Did he name his bird Waldo? It says Waldo, pretty boy, Waldo, pretty boy.
Well, Waldo, is your master good?
Is it dangerous to talk to Waldo? Could Waldo repeat what I say?
Sarah de Riche? Waldo, you know Sarah?
Alright, so he's useless until I look at these two food objects, which I probably should science on them.
Let's take a closer look. Judging by the shape, I'd say they're Criollo cocoa beans. The chocolate of the Mayas, the rarest of the beans. Some even say they're an aphrodisiac. When a product is in fashion, people attribute all sorts of virtues to it, not to be given to animals.
Okay, don't feed the chocolate to the bird. Kind of figured, but worth checking.
That's what you generally feed birds.
Alright, I probably could have done this without checking. Oh well.
Might come in handy.
Twice in one day I've got, like, the overdose negative effect.
A mina bird. Well, Waldo, is your master good?
Pretty boy, Waldo. Pretty boy.
I don't really know what I was expecting. Sarah de Riche? Waldo, you know Sarah?
Sarah! Sarah, don't go! Stop it! Stop it!
What?
No!
Repeat that, Waldo. Sarah? What about Sarah?
Don't go! Sarah, no! No, stop, Sarah! Stop it! No!
Good God, what's been happening here?
What the fuck? It's really hard to take that seriously. Stop it, Sarah! Stop it! Stop it! Stop it! Huh. Well, that was some points spent, but it just gave me a vague hint that something naughty's happened.
Pretty boy, Waldo.
Pretty boy, Waldo. Oh, this bird.
The Nightmare painted by Fuseli in 1781. Ah, this must be what my mother was talking about. Now just need to find out what she meant by go beyond. Hey, looks like it's mounted on rails on each side. It should lift up, I think.
How'd you tell that from that location?
Mechanism somewhere.
Wait, you were so far from where the rails would be. Ah. Oh. Objectifying the yeah. It's probably the weird lock. Because it's like, oh, or that. How did he see the rails from the middle? That's combo.
Aha, I found it. Oh, what on earth is this? A ring lock now? Great. That's all I needed.
Looks like a 4-digit combo of numbers 1 through 10. Yep. God damn, this thing's massive. Like, absolutely massive. Seems excessive in design. Alright, looking for 4-digit numbers. I bet we take the year of something and subtract 4,000. And then it's probably off by 1 year because of the whole January part.
This painting isn't finished. And it looks like Mortimer probably did it. Not bad, but you can't exactly say it's been done in the style of the period.
He mentioned spear.
Coup de Lance by Paul Rubens. It's Christ on the cross as Longinus pierces his side with his spear. Rubens, he was a great painter. Coup de Lance by Paul Rubens. It's Christ on the cross as Longinus pierces his side with his spear. Rubens, he was a great painter.
Oh, come on, fuck off. Fuck right off. You made me spend energy on that? He didn't even do anything. That's... Look, I'm such an expert. Spend 2 expert points of effort points on this and we'll see what happens. But he just says the same thing as before. He already said it was that and it was paid by Rubens. All I did was like, oh wow, there's a spear. It's like all the new dialogue. I knew that already. You fuck. You can't just spend my points like that. You can't just waste them like that. If you're gonna offer it to me, then actually have new thing for me.
History of the First Crusades by Pierre Amédée de la Sarde. Strange. All the dates are all wrong. They indicate events that took place in the year 5000 and something? Wait, did I miss something? The author is Pierre Amédée de la Sarde, none other than the Grand Master of the Masonic Lodge of Paris. Now I understand why the dates are offset. he's using dates based on the Anno Lucis, year 0 of the Masonic calendar, by adding 4,000 years to the Gregorian calendar. But I thought that calendar starts in March.
Okay, so we're good there. How do I know what year to go with, though?
The famous call of Pope Urban II. 20 years after the capture of Jerusalem from the Arabs by the Turks, Urban II convened the council. He promises a plenary indulgence to Christians who go and get Jerusalem back from the Turks. The result, the Jewish community on the road to Jerusalem found itself persecuted for no reason. 12,000 Jews would perish. Not to mention the massacre of Ma'ara, where acts of cannibalism by Frankish crusaders were reported, or even the capture of Jerusalem, where approximately 30,000 were left dead. It signaled the beginning of centuries of wars of religion. Or how Louis VII, King of France, eager to be pardoned for the death of thousands of innocent people in the fire of the Church of Vitry, convinces the Pope to authorize him to lead his own crusade. The result? In Germany, a new outburst of violence against the Jewish community, and a monumental fiasco by poor Louis VII, cuckolded by his wife's uncle. The famous call from Pope Gregory VIII in his Audita Tremendi bull of 5,187. Oh, the crusade where Richard the Lionhearted distinguished himself. It states the first sea blockade of Saint-Jean d'Acre was broken in the 12th month of 5,190 AL, whereas the siege had been going on for 2 years.
Wow, dog.
5187, maybe? It might be 5187. I don't know. I don't have a lot of clues about what number could be important out of all the numbers in this room. Oh my god, it's really hard to click to point at the right one. There we go. Come on. Alright, 5187. Notice something with my subterfuge powers?
It's a complex mechanism. Looks like the third ring is a bit seized up. It gets stuck on number 9.
It gets stuck on number 9. Could be 5190. $51.90 was given to us in that thing.
History of the First Crusades by Pierre Amédée de la Sarde. Strange. All the dates are all wrong. They indicate events that took place in the year 5000 and something? Wait. Did I miss something? The famous call from Pope Gregory VIII in his Audita Tremendi bull of 5,187. Oh, the crusade where Richard the Lionhearted distinguished himself. It states the first sea blockade of Saint-Jean d'Acre was broken in the 12th month of 5,190 AL, whereas the siege had been going on for 2 years.
The first sea blockade was broken in 5190, whereas the siege had been going on for 2 years. Is this Lionheart the ancestor?
William Alexander Mortimer the First, the 12th month of Anno Lucis, 5,190. That's a funny date. That date in 5,000 is something again.
Wow, dog.
I wonder what in the world it means.
It's come up twice again. 5190. Am I supposed to remove the... Am I supposed to subtract 4,000? Oopsie. $51.90. I'm probably supposed to subtract this down to being $11.90. Otherwise, why have the clue about the 4,000? I'm a little worried that something might happen if you're wrong.
It doesn't work, damn it. I really thought I was close. 1,190. Isn't the right date when you subtract 4,000? I must have missed a subtlety.
91? Because the whole month discrepancy? Yep.
Open sesame.